If you're looking for a simple, easy, and beginner-friendly makeup routine that takes you less than 15 minutes, you are in the right place. Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm your go-to for hygiene hacks, fragrance recommendations, and all things beauty. But more than anything, on all of my platforms, I want to be the woman that I needed when I was younger. And so today I'm sharing my quick and easy makeup routine that I wish I had 5 years ago to get me out of the door into my corporate job. So let's get into it. I'm starting off with clean and hydrated skin, which is so important whenever you're doing makeup. As someone with dry, sensitive, eczema-prone skin, we have got to ensure our prep routine is amazing. So what I've used today to prep my skin to be as hydrated as possible, first is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Cream, not the gel, the cream. The cream is a lot more moisturizing. And then I followed it up with sunscreen. We always wear sunscreen over here. It doesn't matter if we're doing makeup or not. And then of course, we have to, again, lock in all the hydration and make sure our skin looks as dewy as possible and just as hydrated as possible. And I have been loving this Edam facial mist. It has been a literal holy grail since I started using it. So now that we have that out of the way, it is time to start with primer. You don't have to use primer if your skin prep is good. You don't have to, but I do love Danessa Myricks, so I'm just going in with a little bit of that on my skin. And as you can see, I'm running out, but I have like 4 of these as backup, so we're good. And this for me just helps my skin to glow even more underneath my makeup. And because we're not doing heavy makeup, our skin really is the star of the show. So just off that alone, you can see that my skin is glowing, which is exactly what we want. I always start with brows, so I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. This just helps my brows to look literally perfect. You definitely don't have to use this in your routine, but I have thick brows and I like to lean into having thick brows. This just makes them look polished, and if you like that laminated brow look, this will help you to get that. And if I'm being completely honest, this is the best brow gel I have come across. It doesn't leave that like white cast or film that a lot of them leave, and it dries down super fast. And once this dries down, your brows are not moving until you take it off with makeup remover. They're not going anywhere. Now the key to this is letting it dry. So I'm going to let this dry for about 1 to 2 minutes. Usually I have a little mini fan, but I'm just gonna let this air dry. Now that my brows are sealed into place, I'm going in with my brow pencil. I genuinely just love how fine this pencil is. You can build on it as much as you want and be as precise as you need to be. Love, love, love it. For me, the best technique is to underline the base of my brow first, all the way down. And then once I get my line down, I then go in and start doing upward hair-like strokes to fill in the sparse areas, which for me are at the end of my brows. Then I'm going to use the other end of the brow pencil and spoolie out the beginning of my brows, because I do like the gradient effect with your brows. Like, I don't think they should be harsh at all. And then I'm going in with the lip bar concealer to clean them up. I only clean them up at the very bottom. And not gonna lie, this concealer used to be very close to my skin tone. However, I just got back from vacation and this is much lighter now. So you do not have to use a concealer that is this light. But I'm now my summer shade, so this looks a lot lighter than it would in the winter. We're doing the same thing to the other side. I don't use a lot of concealer here because I don't think you need that much concealer under your brows just to clean them up, especially if you get them waxed or threaded or whatever your form of hair removal is. It shouldn't take much, and we're not even doing it to the top as we would in 2016, you know what I mean? And then if you want an even more seamless blend, take a small little beauty blender and go in where you just had that concealer and just blend it even more, because we don't want any harsh lines. We want it to look like skin. That is the goal of this entire routine. Now that our brows are done, it is time to start with our base. Now we don't have a lot of time, but we still want to look as put together as possible. And that for me is where a skin tint comes in. Now, if you have even less time, I would recommend a concealer that is your exact same skin tone. Today, I'm going to be using a skin tint. Now, 2 of my favorites are the Milk Makeup Hydro Gel Tint and the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Luminous Skin Tint. I'm actually going to be using the Bare Minerals Luminous Stick today because this just matches a little bit better. As you can see, that's literally an exact match. And that is very, very important as a brown girl. If you know, you know, it can be very hard to find complexion products that match you perfectly. And this, the proof is in the pudding. So if I'm your shade twin and you have a very similar or the same skin tone as me, this is your exact shade. So I'm just gonna apply that all over, staying away from my under eye because that is where concealer is gonna go. So now that we have that on, we're not gonna blend just yet. I'm going in with my One Size Hydrating Setting Spray to ensure that this look is glowy as possible. I'm just gonna take a foundation brush and start to blend that out. And it should blend in seamlessly. Again, our end goal is to look glowy, put together, and this look to be very skin-like and not like we're actually wearing makeup, because we want it to look like our skin, but better. Also, the one thing that I love about using a skin tint is that it's not super heavy. So if you don't like wearing foundations and it doesn't feel authentic to you, a skin tint is going to be your best friend. Now it's time to add blush. Some people like to go in with concealer here, but for me, I like to go in with blush first and then concealer second. I'm using my favorite blush from Say Beauty, placing it mid-cheek and then going up. This blush placement works really well for my face shape. Then I'm just gonna take a blush brush and blend it up and then right back down, not going past the mid cheek. Now it's time to go in with some concealer. I'm using Lancome. This is my favorite concealer to date, the Teint Idole Ultra Wear. It is smooth, it is hydrating. It is so, so good. Then going in with that little beauty blender, blending up first and then out. Now before we blend out the other eye, I'm gonna go ahead and set this eye because this helps to eliminate creasing. I'm gonna take my powder puff, dip it into my favorite setting powder, which is from One Size in the shade Rich Peach, dab any excess on the back of my hand, and then go right under my eye and place it where we placed our concealer. Now I'm just gonna let that set while I do the other eye. And remember, blending up, then out. Now while our under eyes are getting set, we're gonna go back in and set our blush with a powder blush from Say as well, which is just gorgeous. Now I'm gonna set my entire face with a L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder that is very close to my skin tone, using a really, really big fluffy brush, taking some powder and just dusting my entire face and sweeping off that excess powder under my eyes as I do that as well. So while we still have a glow, we do look a little bit more matte. And again, we want to look as glowy as possible because we want this to look like skin. So that means I'm gonna go back in with my One Size setting spray and just give it one light spray to make my skin look like skin again. That's literally all you need. Now it's time to make the eyes pop, and I'm using my favorite mascara, which is the L'Oreal Extensionist Mascara. So good. The wand on this alone, it is so precise, y'all. I love this wand. And as someone with baby lashes, this makes my lashes look so long and full and just beautiful. Like, this mascara truly makes my eyes pop. This mascara can truly not be beat. The proof is literally in the pudding. Y'all see these lashes? You can see them now. You can see them now. Before you saw nothing. Now it's time to finish off this look with my Holy Grail lip combo. First, I'm starting off with lip liner from MAC Cosmetics in the shade Root For Me. It's almost like this deep brown purple. I don't believe in overlining my lips, but I do believe in lining the sides more, just so it has like an ombre effect on your lips. So just like that, where the middle is like the only nude part of your lip. This lippy is actually from a collaboration that they did with influencers, and this specific set is from the Eras launch. And this is in the shade Flex. I'm just putting it right in the center and then taking my lips and making that ombre. But we're not done yet. It is time to add some gloss because I am definitely a gloss girl. You'll probably never catch me in just a matte liquid lipstick. No. And I am going back in with my lip liner just to make it more pronounced. This gloss is in the shade IDGAF. I don't know if it's sold separately, but it was for sure sold in the kit. And we're not done yet. We have one more step, which is setting spray. I personally like to go with a matte setting spray because using a hydrating setting spray all throughout our makeup application and then using a matte setting spray at the end helps me to get a satin finish, which I absolutely love. I don't like using matte setting sprays on their own. It makes my skin feel like really stiff and dry, and I have dry, sensitive, eczema prone skin. So that's not a good feeling. I like for my makeup to be glowy, very skin-like, and I've noticed using a matte setting spray at the end really helps to give me that satin skin-like finish that I like. So today I'm using Danessa Myricks Liquid Blurring Balm Spray. And if you really need this makeup to last all throughout the day, especially this summer, I'm always going to tell you to use the L'Oreal Paris Setting Spray. This will have your makeup stuck in place for 24 hours. No lie, hand to the Bible. I have so many of these stocked up for the summer because I'm outside. And that is all she wrote. This is my holy grail makeup routine that gets me together in 15 minutes. Kid you not, I have timed this on multiple occasions just to prove to myself that it really does take 15 minutes or less for you to look put together and walking out that door confident. I hope this video found you at the right time so that you have the perfect 15-minute routine for the summer to make sure that you look good, girl, okay? Until next time, I love you. Bye.